Magandang araw mga ka-aerial defense, may ibabahagi na naman ako sa inyo. Dahil ngayong araw na ito ay may pag-uusapan tayo tungkol sa depensa, 3 barko ng Pilipinas pinalibutan ng mga barko ng China. Pero bago tayo magpatuloy, huwag mo muna kalimutan mag-like, share and subscribe. Manatiling nakatutok sa aming channel para updated ka sa balitang militar at West Philippine Sea. 2 sasakyang pandagat ng Philippine Coast Guard ang BRP Bagakay at BRP Datu Pagbuaya, kasama ang isang patrol ship ng Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources o BFAR, ay nakadeploy sa layong 25 hanggang 30 nautical miles sa silangan ng Bajo de Masinloc o Scarborough Shoal sa West Philippine Sea noong Lunes bilang bahagi ng routine maritime patrol ng Pilipinas. Gayunpaman, mabilis na umabot sa tensyon ng operasyon nang lumipat ang 2 barko ng China Coast Guard upang harangin ang mga barko ng Pilipinas. Di nagtagal, ang 3 barko ng Chinese Coast Guard, na sinamahan ng 6 na maritime militia ships, ay nangharang sa mga posisyon, na epektibong nakapalibot sa Philippine contingent at lalong nagpapataas ng tensyon sa lugar. Ang pag-unlad na ito ay iniulat ng Sealight, isang transparency initiative na nakatuon sa pagsubaybay sa mga aktibidad sa dagat sa South China Sea. Ang retiradong United States Air Force Colonel na si Ray Powell, direktor ng Sealight, ay nagsabi na walang kakaibang paggalaw ang naobserbahan sa lugar noong tanghali. Wala pang pahayag ang mga autoridad ng Pilipinas hinggil sa kasalukuyang sitwasyon sa lugar. Nagpahayag ng kanyang taos-pusong pasasalamat si Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos Jr. sa kontribusyon ng Philippine Army sa national defense, constitutional integrity, at public safety kasunod sa pagdiriwang ng kanilang ika-128 na founding anniversary. Binigyang diin ni Pangulong Marcos ang katapangan, katatagan, at dedikasyon ng mga sundalo para sa isang mas ligtas, mas matatag, at mas nagkakaisang bansa para sa mga susunod na henerasyon. Sa talumpati ng Pangulo, aniya nararapat lamang na kilalanin ng mga sundalo sa kanilang katapangan at katatagan lalo na kapag nahaharap sa malaking hamon. Giit ng punong ehekutibo, ang mga sundalo ay kinakailangang may paninindigan na hindi natitinag sa harap ng pagsubok at ang tunay na sukatan ay ang kahandaang isantabi ang sariling interes para sa mas mataas na layunin. Aniya, dapat mangibabaw din ng adikaing magkaroon ng pagkakaisa, mas makatarungan at tungo sa tunay na mapayapang bansa. Pinuri din ng Pangulong Marcos ang Philippine Army sa nakuhang mataas na marka batay sa isinagawang General Security of Military Information Agreement Evaluation.
128 years the Philippine Army has stood as a pillar of strength and of stability. In its more than a century-long history, the institution has defended our nation, our Constitution, and ensured the safety of our people. Through every trial, whether in combat, in crisis or in calamity, the Army has remained faithful to its duty. From strengthening our operations to enhancing our ability to detect, respond to, and recover from threats, it has played a vital role in fortifying our nation's security. Beyond the battlefield, our soldiers have once again shown that their service extends far beyond just defense. Whether responding to natural calamities, or assisting communities affected by the recent volcanic activities such as what happens in Taal and the Canlaon volcanoes, they were our first responders. They have proven themselves to be ready, reliable, and resolute in the sworn oath to their duty to our people. If excellence is to be measured, let the records speak for itself. A perfect score in policy and facility assessment during the General Security of Military Information Agreement evaluation. Clear proof of the adherence to international standards, readiness to surpass any obstacle, and the determination to guard our nation's future. This is not a small feat. Ours is a world that continues to evolve. Threats have grown increasingly more complex, and the battleground is no longer contained in land. It now extends into cyberspace and beyond. The challenges demand greater adaptability, greater discipline, and further commitment to the nation's security and progress. And yet, through all this, the Philippine Army has never wavered. Sa panahon ngayon, hindi sapat ang tapang at husay ng isang sundalo. Kinakailangan na ang panindigan hindi natitinag sa harap ng pagsubok, ang prinsipyong hindi nababaluktot ng takot o pangamba, at ang pusong laging handa maglingkod ng tapat at walang hinihintay na kapalit. Sa anumang institusyon, hindi sapat ang ranggo o kapangyarihan. Ang tunay na sukatan ay ang kahandaang isantabi ang sariling interes para mas mataas na layunin. Pagamat iba-iba tayo ng papel na ginagampanan, dapat mangibabaw ang ating adhikaing bumuo ng mas nagkakaisa, mas makatarungan at tunay na mapayapang bansa. As we mark the 128th founding anniversary, we are again reminded why we choose to serve. We do it not for ourselves, but also for the countless generations that will come after us. Every Filipino wants their children to grow up in a country where they are safe, where they have access to quality education, and where they can build a future that has opportunities awaiting them. We all dream of a nation steady in its calm and brave enough to face whatever tomorrow might bring. And that is why this administration remains committed to ensuring that the Philippine Army is always ready to fulfill its mission. We are equipping you with the arsenal to champion our rights and protect our national interests. For one, we recently conducted the second iteration of the Combined Arms Training Exercise, or CATEX Katihan, with 6,000 troops testing their skills in very complex operations. These exercises are crucial in sharpening our combat readiness and strengthening our ability to respond effectively to any threat. We are also reinforcing our welfare programs for our troops because those who dedicate their lives to serve the country must be supported. These programs include the mandatory annual physical examination, reimbursement of hospital expenses, and the moral support for wounded in action personnel. We have also streamlined the processes to ensure that these benefits reach our people faster. Additionally, I have issued Executive Order number 84 to increase the subsistence allowance of all the officers and personnel of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. Hinahangad po nating makakatulong ito sa pagpapabuti at pangangalaga ng kapakanan ng ating mga sundalo at ang kanilang mga pamilya. Isang dekada na po ang nakalipas mula nung huling tumaas ang kanilang allowance. Kaya't sinisikap po natin na makagawa kaagad ng makabuluhang programa kagaya nito. Pagamat walang makakapantay sa sakripisyong kanilang ginagawa para sa ating bansa, umaasa naman kami na maalalayan kayo namin upang magampanan ninyo ng mas mabuti ang inyong mga tungkulin. Kagaya ng pagsusulong ninyo ng karapatan, ng sambayanan at ng kapayapaan ng ating pamayanan, handa po kaming maging sandigan ninyo, lalo na sa oras ng pangangailangan. These efforts are part of a broader vision, a nation where Filipinos no longer need to worry about their safety, where they can build a more dignified lives for themselves and for their families. When peace and order are in place, we can pursue knowledge, we can work towards prosperity, and we can contribute to our country's progress. To achieve this, the government must lead by example. We strive for a government that listens, that acts and serves with integrity. That is the only way to rise above adversities and move forward as a people. To Lieutenant General Roy Galido, your leadership continues to inspire the men and women under your command. Your standard of excellence ensures that the Philippine Army remains worthy of our people's trust and respect. To all the soldiers with us today, thank you for your service. I congratulate our exemplary awardees as well, who have gone above and beyond the call of duty. As your Commander-in-Chief, I enjoin you to stay relentless in your pursuit for excellence. Sharpen your skills, master your craft, embrace innovation. After all, the Philippine Army's strength extends beyond firepower. It draws from its personnel's honor, integrity, and fortitude.
Para sa mas madaming update tungkol sa ating depensa, paki-follow at like muna ng aming page na nasa description na ang link. Huwag mo na rin kalimutan mag-like, share and subscribe. Pindutin mo na rin ang bell para updated kayo sa aking mga bagong video. Maraming salamat po.